Hey, what's going on, guys? Back with another video. In today's video, I'm simply going to be sharing with you some of the things I wish I should have known or I should have learned before taking the actual life insurance license. So, if you are thinking about taking a test, maybe your test is coming up. You're speaking to somebody, you're watching somebody that has took it. I'll share you later in the video how many times I took it, but I took the test and passed. And I want to share with you guys some of the things that you may want to know before taking yours. So if you're watching this, don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe to this channel. I'm a new YouTuber, so let's support the new beginner YouTubers. But yeah, keep watching, and I hope you guys get some value out of this. All right. So I'm going to be doing my hair, so you're going to just be watching that and get some free game. All right, so if you are highly considering about taking the test, and by the way, let me just share with you, this is actually the best time to learn a high income skill, the best time to get a license under your belt, something that no one will ever take away from you, just like a degree, your diploma. A license is very powerful. And one of the industries that actually produces the most millionaires, if you don't know, is the finance and investments. You can look it up. If you have an iPhone, you can even tell Siri what is the industry that produces the most millionaires, and she herself will say finance and investments. It will rank them top number one. And I'm sharing this with you before I'm sharing you guys some free game on what I wish I could learn before taking my test. Is that with how the world is happening right now, a lot of things is happening, and a lot of people are getting laid off of their jobs. A lot of people are, getting let go. The businesses are shutting down if they work for a certain company, and there's no better time to take part in a recession-proof type of business. And so, if you are really highly considering, I really do encourage you guys to uh, go go through it. Go through the hurdles because there is going to be hurdles, just like um, entrepreneurship. Right? Entrepreneurship is like a roller coaster. You gotta just get through the hoops and loops. Eventually, you'll be able to make top of the ladder here and there. But it's the best time to do something and to get this license because it really can produce you millions. And so for me, I've been in the industry for about 4 years. This is about to be the end of my 4 years in the next month. And I've learned so many things that I just wish I should have known. But in regards to taking a test, number one, the first thing that I wish I known when before taking the test was to make sure that I learned like the basics. A lot of people think that like, okay, all I need to know is the terminology, right? You have that mindset that okay, I just got to learn the terminology. If I have mastered that, I'm good. Well, it doesn't really work like that. With the test, it's great because the actual test itself, it is like multiple choice. So that's a good thing. The best thing about the test. But you still have to learn the concepts of certain of certain things when it comes to life insurance. And so that's like the number one thing. Don't just go into it like I just gotta learn the terminology. No, Lord, no, actually learn more than that, because two, the test is kind of trick. It's like it's tricky with the words, like. But you need to know that most of the answers are actually inside the questions. So you got to like make sure you actually read the question out loud, because again, most of the answers are actually in the question too. The next thing that I wish I learned was focusing on the state regulations. Every state obviously has different regulations, and it's like part two of the test where you have to know um, about your state and how the policies are, this and that. Like every state is different. So just make sure you know going in to know your state regulations and certain policies based on your state, because that is going to also be on the exam as well. The other is I wish I could have took advantage of the different types of study strategies. Now, for one, if you are a part of an agency, your agency should have like a, I call it like a study group whether it's on Zoom or it's in person. So for me, my agency that I'm a part of, we actually had a Zoom that offered, it was for free. It was like for 2 weeks, or sorry, 2 days a week that students that are about to take the test, they're able to hop on. And for me, I didn't really take advantage of that. And so if you have an agency that you're with, um, definitely take advantage and ask questions if they have like a study group that like will go over not the cheat sheet, but like even though it kind of was a cheat sheet um, that mirrored the test, but just make sure you have like you're using all your resources, all your support if you're part of the agency. If you're not, there's other ways you can still learn that I wish I could have took advantage of too. Still, and that's like flashcards, um, study groups. If you know anyone else that's like taking the test too, and yeah, those type of things. So like and YouTube University as well. There's so many like videos you can go on and study through that too. So I just wish I took advantage of every resource because what I'm about to share with you is what I promised I was going to tell you in the beginning video is I actually took the test 13 times. Bruh. Yes, I took it 13 times. You may say, what the heck? Why'd you take it so many times? Why'd you fail so many times? Well, the first half was that the sixth time I took it. I really before that I really didn't take the test seriously, and I'll share with you in another video about how I failed it and this and that. But long story short, I just didn't take the test seriously. I didn't take the agency seriously. That was it. And I started to see like people are like really making a lot of money through this business of them just getting licensed and helping and serving people. And so that's when I started taking it seriously mid stage, and I eventually passed it. Um, but another thing is that if you do fail it, it's actually okay to fail it the first time. Like don't feel bad because at least you know what's on the test. And if you're really nervous and um, you don't mind paying it a second time, because each time you fail, you have to pay. Wish I knew that too. I wish I, didn't waste so much money on that. But you know, you have lessons, stuff like that. But you just want to make sure if you don't, if you failed the first time, what I'm getting at, it's okay. At least you know it's on the test. At least you know what to expect. And there's some people that actually fail it the first time on purpose, just so that they know what's on the test. And so that's another thing. I mean, I don't really encourage that way, but it works too. All right, as you guys can see, I'm finishing up this hair for tomorrow. Um, and like yeah, so like another like I'll sum it up and say that again. Use the study material, whatever study material you have, take advantage of it. If your agency has it, if you don't, YouTube or university, reach out to somebody that's actually also taking it so y'all can study together. Flashcards is good. Don't wait, don't cram, because obviously if you cram, okay, yeah, you may pass, but like you still have to like learn how to be an agent. Like you have to picture yourself helping, a family of four to have children. How like it's like you have to explain the family like what a 10-day free look period is, what the grace period is if they lapse their policy, what happens. Like you still have to know some of the material even after you take the test. So that's why I wouldn't encourage cramming because you know, most of the time you forget some of the material when you cram. Learn to study the state regulations. It's good for you to know, um, different like regulations of the state, the policies, why they, perform the way they do. It's good to know about your state. And every state is different. There is going to be some questions on the test about your state and the commissioner and stuff like that. And so you want to know that. Those yeah, I mean that's kind of like the ones that I wish I kind of just knew, took advantage of. But I will say to end this, again, you're hearing from somebody that took it 13 times, and I can make another video and be more details and just freestyle off the top of my head because I really feel for one, I feel for the person that's still making freaking 15, $20 an hour, um, and thinking that they're going to be able to fire their boss, in the next couple of years, or that person that just recently got fired or let go because their company lost funding or anything like that. Um, like having a license in your back pocket, guys, was probably the best decision I've ever made. And I don't regret it at all. I encourage anybody watching this to consider taking that test. It's only one test. You don't have to worry about it for the next 2 to 3 years, depending on your state. Um, and all you got to do is just reinstate it if you're going to continue the license. And so, but yeah, if you learned anything, if you feel good about your test, if it's coming up, drop it in the comments, and also drop if you have a test coming up. I'm curious. Drop when you're taking the test as well, so I can um, give you a encouraging comment as well. But yeah, that's what I have to kind of share with you guys for the next video. Look out for that. But again, if you liked anything I shared in the video, or if you want to share anything else to help someone else, encourage someone else to take their test, go ahead and post that in the comments too. So I'm gonna let you guys go. I'm gonna finish my hair. I got a little few pieces to go, and I'll catch you guys later. See you in the next video.